Hey everyone, welcome back to the Miser's Guide to Evony. In this video, I'm going to talk about refining priorities, specifically regarding civilization gear. I'm going to talk about what types of refines are worth keeping for PvP gear, as well as how you should approach the process altogether. First, a word from this video's sponsor. AppGallery provides competitive discounts on your Evony spending. AppGallery is available to all Android and emulator users. When you sign up for AppGallery, make sure you set your country in AppGallery to a European country. Mine is set to the United Kingdom, but any European country should work. Special note to Canadians, if you have your country set to Canada, you'll need to make this region change in AppGallery or the discount campaigns will no longer work for you. In addition to the AppGallery campaigns, there's also a VIP program for larger spenders that offer even higher discounts. Check the video description for details on how to download AppGallery and set it up. You should also consider joining the AppGallery Discord group to get support and more promotional information. There are usually multiple promotions within each campaign where users can obtain coupons for direct discounts on their spending. Often the coupons are stackable and the discounts can get higher than other app stores. Check out the video description for details on the current offerings. Thank you AppGallery for sponsoring this video and providing discounts to Evony players. Refinement is a tedious grind where you'll rarely come out satisfied after having dumped all of your refining stones and gems into the process, but it is most certainly one of the most impactful elements of the game. Refinement is where a great deal of your buffs through equipment will be accrued, so it's important to stay on top of your refining game. Normally, if you are refining Dragon, Ares, Achemenidae gear, or their upgraded versions, you'll be quite simply hunting for the best rolls available. While this is also true for civilization gear, there's the additional factor of advanced refining to consider. Before we get into that, let's talk about the best refines for different types of generals. For attacking generals using high-tier troops, you typically want to get high percentage-based troop buffs. For example, on an archer PvP general, you would be looking to lock high percentages of attack, HP, and defense. The exception to this rule is when you are setting up a general specifically for lower tier troops, such as in the common tier 11 siege bomb. In this case, percentages will still work, but flat refines tend to outperform percentages on troops below tier 13 depending on the enemy's debuffs. Therefore, you'd be looking to get high number rolls on attack, HP, and defense rather than percentages. The other main type of PvP general is the wall general, who has a whole other set of best practices. The best refinement for wall general depends entirely on the troop setup you have for the typical defense. Flat number refines aren't as effective as percentages for the higher tier troops, but on a defense with layers upon layers of lower tier troops, you'll actually be doing a whole lot more. Still, percentages shine in their own way by providing massive buffs to your troops with less debuffing to worry about since you are defending. For most players, the rule of thumb is to opt for high rolls of either percentages or flat refines. The exceptions to this rule of thumb are going to be keeps that are extremely bottom or top heavy. A top heavy keep, meaning a keep where the majority of troops are tier 13 and above, will benefit much more from percentages on refined wall general gear. A bottom heavy keep, meaning a keep where the majority of troops are actually lower tier, such as a keep with massive layers, or a low tier trap keep, will benefit substantially more from having targeted flat number refines on their wall general gear. Now, refining on civilization gear has another consideration beyond just looking for the best numbers. When a piece of civilization gear is refined to where it has 4 attributes at the gold level, advanced refining of the equipment becomes available. It doesn't matter which attributes are at gold so long as they are of that quality. Advanced refining allows you to consume a bit of refining stones and gold daily to upgrade that piece of equipment to further upgrade an additional attribute. Over time, the advanced refining seriously adds up, so you'll want to unlock this feature as soon as possible, even if it means ignoring past advice. What I'll typically do with a new piece of civilization gear is take stock of my gem count, since that is always my limiter when it comes to refining. If I have a good stock of gems, I'll start refining the piece for my desired stats, whether it's percentage based or flat number. I tend to be very picky for my first 2 locks, requiring them to be within a percentage or 2 of the maximum. For example, my Plantagenet leg armor's first two locks were 29.1% and 28.2 mounted HP. Anything less and I would have moved on. It's much cheaper to be picky in the early refines than it is later. Now for my third lock, I tend to be a bit more lax, allowing for up to 3% of the maximum or 4% if I'm low on gems. Here I got 27.6%. Lastly, I will take anything gold for the fourth lock with the attribute that I'm looking for. Now this is a typical refinement for a civilization piece where I have the gems on hand to be picky. That will not always be the case though. With my Plantagenet boots and helm, I had a different sort of situation with much less gems to use, and here's where prioritization really kicks in. It's more important in the long term to get your 4 gold attributes to unlock advanced refining than it is to actually wait out the gems for the finalized setup. Looking at the helm, I've got some nice rolls on the first 2 and a decent on the third, but I was running out of gems on the fourth. Rather than accept a purple or lower quality just to have the temporary boost to military in the short term, it was a better choice to accept any available gold quality attribute. Doing so unlocked advanced refining, which enables the daily boosting of this particular item. In the future, I can always go back to this item at a later time and try for that pesky 4th gold mounted troop HP. To summarize, my highest priority when refining civilization gear is to first lock in 3 good rolls of the desired type, being extra picky for the first 2. When that's done, I'll work on finding a 4th gold quality attribute of any type to accept for unlocking the advanced refining. From here, I can continue to roll for a gold quality attribute of the specific type I'm searching for without losing my advanced refining ability. That's about it for this video. See you next time.
Thank you so much for watching this video and supporting the channel. If you liked what you saw, please consider hitting the like button and checking out other videos on the Miser's Guide to Evony. I'll see you in the next video.